Is the Philippines really as cheap as everyone says? Picture this: stunning beaches and warm smiles everywhere. Many dream of it as a budget-friendly paradise. But let's get real, affordability varies. You can grab a street meal for just a few bucks. But rent in cities? That can hit hard. Imported snacks? They'll definitely surprise you. This video dives into the real costs of living here. We'll cover daily expenses, fun outings, and long-term stays. By the end, you'll know if it fits your budget. Whether you're a backpacker or seeking luxury, let's find out. You might find a meal for just a few cents on the street, but watch out. Rent in big cities can hit your wallet hard. Imported snacks? They can be a real shocker too. Into the true cost of living in the Philippines. We'll explore daily essentials, fun outings, and long-term stays. By the end, you'll know if it fits your budget, whether you're a backpacker or seeking luxury. The cost of living here is about 40% lower than the US average, according to Numbeo. Sounds amazing, right? But there's more to the story. There are big differences between basics like rice and those pricey imports or utility bills. Let's break down the key areas to uncover where you can save and where costs can sneak up on you.
Rent and accommodation, city versus province variance. Rent varies wildly by spot. In Metro Manila, a shared apartment runs 15,000 to 25,000 PHP monthly, around $270 to $450 US. A small studio in Cebu might cost 12,000 to 20,000 PHP, or $215 to $360. Head to quieter Dumaguete or Baguio, and a larger house or condo drops to 8,000 to 15,000 PHP, $145 to $270. Upfront hits sting more. Deposits often equal 2 months' rent, plus agent fees. In provinces, you save on monthly bills but face travel costs to cities for work or fun. Utility expenses, electricity, water, and internet. Power bills surprise newcomers. The Philippines relies on imported fuel, so electricity averages 10 to 12 PHP per kilowatt hour, higher than neighbors like Thailand. A small apartment uses 200 kilowatt hour monthly, totaling 2,000 to 3,000 PHP, $36 to $54. Water stays cheap at 30 to 50 PHP per cubic meter. But add aircon in humid spots, and costs climb. Internet. Fiber plans from PLDT or Globe hit 1,500 to 2,500 PHP, $27 to $45, for decent speeds, key for remote workers. Speeds reach 100 megabits per second, but outages pop up in rural areas. Transportation, jeepneys, taxis, and ride-sharing apps. Public rides keep things cheap. Jeepneys cost 12 to 15 PHP per trip, 22 cents to 27 cents. Buses to nearby towns run 50 to 100 PHP, 90 cents to $1.80. It's a steal for daily commutes. Taxis start at 40 PHP, but meters rarely work, haggle or use Grab. A 5 kilometers ride. 150 to 250 PHP, $2.70 to $4.50. Owning a car. Import duties jack up prices. A basic sedan costs 800,000 PHP, $14,400. Gas at 60 PHP per liter, $1.08, plus Manila traffic jams, eats time and cash. Stick to public options to save big. Groceries and dining out, from wet markets to fine dining. Food choices swing your budget. Local markets offer fresh deals, but Western tastes add premiums. You can eat well under $5 a day or splurge $20, it's your call. The price of local produce and staple foods. Wet markets shine for bargains. A kilo of rice costs 50 to 60 PHP, 90 cents to $1.08. Fresh fish from the sea. 150 to 250 PHP per kilo, $2.70 to $4.50. Tropical fruits like mangoes or bananas go for 50 to 100 PHP per kilo, 90 cents to $1.80. Chicken breasts run 200 PHP per kilo, $3.60, Eggs a dozen at 80 php, $1.44. Veggies such as kangkong or eggplant, under 50 php per bunch. Shop early for the best picks, and you'll feed a family cheap. Eating out, budget street food versus mid-range restaurants. Street food rules for quick bites. A rice meal with meat or fish sets you back 50 to 100 php, 90 cents to $1.80. It's hot, fresh, and fills you up. Mid-range spots in malls charge more. A meal for two with rice, grilled items, and drinks hits 500 to 800 php, $9 to $14.40. Why the jump? Imported cheese or beef ups the tab. Think steak at 1000 php, $18 a plate. Skip fancy add-ons to keep it under budget. The expat premium, importing Western goods. Craving Cheerios or quality cheese. Supermarkets like Reston's mark them up 2 to 3 times Western prices. A box of cereal, 300 to 500 php, $5.40 to $9. Ground beef from imports. 500 php per kilo, $9. This. Local coffee's fine at 200 php a pack, $3.60, but Starbucks beans cost double. Hunt for Asian brands to cut the expat markup. Healthcare and education, hidden long-term costs. For stays over months, health and schools matter. Public options exist, but quality pushes many to private pay. These add up for families or retirees. Private healthcare costs and insurance necessity. Public hospitals overwhelm with waits. A doctor's visit there. 200 to 500 php, $3.60 to $9. But for real care, go private. Consults at 800 to 1500 php, $14.40 to $27. Hospital stays without insurance. A basic room overnight runs 5,000 to 10,000 php, $90 to $180 plus meds. Expats need full coverage, plans from 50,000 php yearly, $900. PhilHealth helps locals but covers little for foreigners, enroll if staying long, yet buy extra. International schooling expenses versus local education quality. International schools charge steep. Annual fees hit 500,000 to 1 million php, $9,000 to $18,000 per kid. They match US standards with English focus. Local private schools. Just 20,000 to 100,000 php, $360 to $1,800 a year. English classes make it easy for expat kids, no big language hurdle. Way quality, locals work fine for basics. Travel and leisure, the true vacation budget. The Philippines tempts with islands but exploring costs. Domestic trips add to your tally, especially in peak times. Island hopping and tour packages, Boracay, Palawan. Boracay or Palawan draw crowds. A day tour with boat, lunch, and snorkel. 1,500 to 3,000 php, $27 to $54 per person. Environmental fees add 100 to 200 php, $1.80 to $3.60. Resorts start at 3,000 php nightly, $54. Book small local operators away from main beaches to shave 20 to 30% off. It's still pricier than expected for paradise. Domestic flights and inter-island connectivity. Budget airlines like Cebu Pacific fly cheap if planned. Manila to Cebu. 1,500 to 3,000 php, $27 to $54 one way. Peak season or last minute. Double that. Overnight buses to nearby islands cost 500 to 1,000 php, $9 to $18, slower but saves cash. Ferries add 300 to 800 php, $5.40 to $14.40. Mix them for smart travel. Visa, taxation, and hidden bureaucratic fees. Long-term dreams need paperwork. Visas and taxes bite into savings. retirement visas, SRRV, and associated financial requirements, SRRV, and associated financial requirements. The SRRV lets retirees stay. You need a $10,000 to $20,000 deposit in a bank, non-withdrawable for some. Over 50. Pension proof of $800 monthly. Annual fees run $1,360 PHP, $24, plus health insurance must. It locks in your initial cash, so plan ahead. Tax implications for foreign residents and digital nomads. Stay over 183 days. You're a tax resident. Foreign income might dodge local tax, but local earnings face 25% top rate. Digital nomads pay on Philippine-sourced work. Check BIR rules, file if needed to avoid fines. It's simple but key for peace.
The Philippines offers cheap thrills compared to the West. Yet, for Western comforts, it's on par with Thailand or Vietnam. Not a steal. Lifestyle rules, go local, save big, chase imports, watch costs soar. For bare bones living in a province, budget $20,000 to $30,000 comfortable expat life, $50,000 to $100,000 PHP, $900 to $1,800 with AC, dining out, and travel. Start small, track expenses, and enjoy the vibes. Why not pack a bag and test the waters yourself? Is the Philippines really a budget traveler's paradise? Discover the real cost. Whether you're dreaming of idyllic beaches, lush landscapes, or vibrant culture, this stunning archipelago often gets a reputation for being pocket-friendly. But is that perception accurate? Join us as we dive deep into the true costs of travel in the Philippines. From accommodations and food to activities and transportation, we'll break it all down for you. Is it possible to enjoy paradise without breaking the bank? Watch now and uncover the secrets to making the most of your Filipino adventure. Don't forget to like and subscribe.